Hello you lot. What a lovely morning it is. Leaves on the ground, trees blowing around in the wind. What more could you want? Birds tweeting. This is the life. This is the life. And I thought to myself, yesterday I thought to myself, I did a little bit of planning yesterday. And I thought to myself, I'm a big fan of nostalgia. You know, things that bring me back to a happy time, things that bring me back to a childhood even, you know. So what I've done is I've got one of my trusty childhood friends with me today. I've got a Rush EVO, my Rush EVO. This is the one that I bought with the majority of my pocket money when I was a kid, and I've gone on about this story many times, so you'll all know about it, unless you've just randomly clicked on this video, in which case you're probably bored already because I'm talking a lot. But what can I say? I bought this when I was a kid, probably might have even been 11 or 12 years old, I don't know how old I was, but it hadn't long come out. The Rush EVO hadn't long come out. The Rush had been out for a little while. The Rush EVO had just come out. I already had a Savage 21. I got that for Christmas. I think I was around about 8 or 9 years old when I got the Savage 21. And I was saving up my pocket money, my birthday money, because in my family, in your birthday, you get like a £10 note in your card from each family member, etc, etc. Or maybe a £5 note, whatever they can afford. Saving all that up because I thought, I want something else as well. I want a different car now. Human nature to want more and more and more, of course. Went into the local hobby shop. This was a local hobby shop. It wasn't local, it was about an hour away. But I went in there. It was an actual shop. Back then, we didn't have internet. We didn't actually have internet. We didn't have it. It was about, obviously, but we didn't have it. We had a computer, a Windows 95 computer, but that was it. Didn't have internet on it. And so we went to the local-ish shop, had a look around, and I see that in the box, obviously, brand spanking new, £199 it was. And I said to my mum, I've got 200. She said, you can buy it if you want, it's your money. So I said, oh, yes. I bought it. I bloody bought it. I bloody bought it. And I've had it ever since. You know, that's more than 20 years ago now. More than 20 bloody years ago. Right? And I've still got it. It's got a different engine in it because the original engine blew up. But this thing has been through a lot. So let's get it running, shall we? And bring me back some happy memories. Now I just kind of stuffed it here on the edge of the boot of the car. Really, what I need to do really is I could probably fit a little fold up table in the boot, and then when I come out like this I could just have a little table, but I haven't got one and I'm not going to get one. Now the only thing everything's original apart from the radio gear, because I kept the original 27 megs radio gear in it right up until last year sometime when I switched it for this 2.4 gigahertz rubbish. Bit of peer pressure from you lot, but as well it was just easier because the 27 megs was starting to break up a little bit and crystals were getting a little bit funny. So I think the little primer still works. Oh no, they don't, that's given up. I'll do it like this. There we go. I don't know if that really actually done anything. So let's get out this glow starter here and we'll see if she's going to run. The throttle's going to be a bit high because I haven't set any of the... Well, it's going to be revving actually quite a lot. Let's see if we can turn that down a bit. Oh dear, that's as low as it goes. Well, that's not good, is it? Holy Jesus. Holy Jesus. That's about half throttle it's getting on the tick over. What a bloody nightmare. I'm going to have to do something about that now. Let me see if I can do something about that. Hold on. Right, I've adjusted the servo. I just took the horn off and moved it a little bit. Now we don't quite get full throttle, not quite, it's not quite full, but at least we've got tick over on tick over now, so that's good. Let's see if we can get her fired up. Oh man, I'm not a rush anyway, but this engine is not the best engine, but it should be alright. Something tells me something ain't quite right there. I've got my coat on because it was raining. But I'll tell you what, I'm bloody hot. It's 13.5 degrees today. I'll tell you. I'm going to take it off in a minute. It's only because it was raining and I thought I don't want to get my jumper wet. Oh, we definitely got glowage. That's for sure. 100% we got glowage. So that's a good sign. What I'd like to do in an ideal world, you can buy these T15 engines brand new, but they're a lot of money. Ideally, I'd like to get a new one and restore this to actual brand new with a brand new engine. But that ain't going to be possible anytime soon. There's always a chance we could have a little bit of jelly in the carb. Let's melt any jelly we might have. We'll melt that. It'll be fine. Alright, let's try it now, see what we've got. Let's see what we've got now. Oh. Nothing a bit of heat can't fix. Bit clean, I think. Oh no. Let me take my glow starter and take a screwdriver so I can make a little bit of an adjustment on there. Get that a little bit richer. That's the one, my friends. That is it. Look at that. It's a bit rich now, but I don't really care about that. Oh. Nice, very nice. Living the dream, my friends. Living the actual dream. Right. That was just sitting there ticking over for a good 2 or 3 minutes. Now what the crack is with it, I left it with the nitro in the tank and it had gone to jelly in the bottom. So what I done was I just stuck a full tank of 16% in it and left it overnight until this morning. So that's what it's running on. So it's 16% mixed up with a load of jellified nitro, which is probably mainly oil. So it ain't never going to run perfect with that. So need to burn that off. We'll burn it off, and then we'll stick a full tank of clean nitro in it. And we'll be well away then. Oh, you are there. That's good. This is it, my friends. This is, I mean, I just can't. When the manufacturers were making these cars, you know, these ones, they were actually putting effort, you know, they were actually making good cars. But because, you know, people just want more and more, a car like this doesn't satisfy people anymore. A car like this just doesn't satisfy people anymore because we've got so much stuff. Something which is basic isn't good enough for people anymore. And that's part of the reason why we don't really have many nitro cars coming out of the factories anymore. It's a shame. It's a big shame, in fact. Oi! These rushes are great. And they bring back memories from a time that was a better time, better age. See if we can get on the grass. Hang on, I don't know if we'll make it. Haha, no, nowhere near. Whoa! Look at them mushrooms. Look at them mushrooms. Toadstools. Should we put the shell on? Let's put the shell on. Oh look, we're going to fill up the tank as well. Nice clean nitro. I know the TIG over's high because of the throttle linkage adjustment. I'm not worried about that at all. Just gone down by itself. Interesting. Oh, you. Why did you do that for, eh? Why did you do that? Where's my glow starter? There it is. I don't know. I don't know, eh? I don't bloody know. Oh, we'll get that pull starter out again. There it is. Look at that. That is mad. That is the pinnacle of Nitro RC cars right there. Look at that. Come on, HPI. Go back to when you were doing good things. Come on. Let's get these back. I challenge HPI, man. Come on. Make a modern day rush then. Put a modern day spin on it. Oh yes, this is it. Tell you what, you lot that have got the modern day problems, you know, you lot that reckon you suffer from bloody mental health problems or whatever you do, depression, go and get yourself one of these. This will solve everything. This will fix everything, man. Until your engine starts to get worn out, like what this one's doing now. Actually, I think that needle was winding itself out, that high-speed needle. Where's my screwdriver? And my screwdriver's on the floor. That high-speed needle was a bit worn, so it winds itself out. Happens a lot. I talk about it a lot. How the high-speed needle can wind itself out. That's what's happening now. You might be able to hear it's got richer. Good thing about these rushes as well is they're quiet. You can use them anywhere. About the same kind of noise as an electric car. Now, this is where I've got to try and keep it running, but adjust that needle. There we go. Back to normal. Yes. Over the speed bump. Yeah. You have more fun with this than you will any other car. That bush one in the way, I could go around the whole circle. Well, it's not a circle really, it's a triangle, but you know. Oh, speed bump. Oh. You still there? You are, good. Sometimes this camera just turns off, I don't know if you've gone or not. Oh! Yes. What a bloody lovely car, man. Come on you lot. You got to admit it. Got a tired engine in it. You know. Definitely not his peak. It's going to stop in a minute now. Oh, it's hot, I can smell it. I love it. Look at that. Yeah, beast! Oh, yes! Oh. Look at that. If that isn't, I mean, I know I keep going on about it, I know I keep saying it, but if that's not probably the best Nitro RC car ever made, I don't know what is. I mean, it's just brilliant. It's just absolutely brilliant. The amount of fun I had. The amount of fun I had in that, however long that was, 10 minutes or so. God, unbelievable. Unbloody believable, you lot. Unbelievable. So, I'll probably try and start it up again and run that last tank out. Well, I said I'd start it up to run the last bit of the tank out, but it's actually gone. That is why it stopped. Because it had run out of nitro. Man, what a bloody Turn that off. Turn that off. That is... Come on, you lot. I want you to put in the comments. Did you have or have you got, or... Yeah, that's all you can have really. Did you have or have you got a rush? Eh? Because you'll agree, if you had or have one, you will agree that they are probably... I'd say they're better than a Savage. They're actually better than a Savage. Probably have more fun with that than you would with a Savage. Because you can just hold it wide open. You can go around corners. It ain't going to flip over. Savages, they do tend to flip over. These, they don't. You can just go anywhere. And if you've got an engine which isn't worn out, like this one, it's a bit worn out. It runs fine, runs really good, but it's a little bit worn out. You ain't got to worry about it. I mean, this thing was sitting there ticking over for a couple of minutes while it's just brilliant. It's just really brilliant. And I hope you enjoyed my little trip down Nostalgia Lane, as they call it. Is that what they call it? Nostalgia Lane? That's what they call it. If I've just made that up, to be honest with you. But I hope you lot enjoyed my little trip down there and having a look at this. So, I'd usually be off now, go down the shop. But I'm not going to be. Not just yet, anyway. A few weeks ago at Euro Car Parks, they sent me a parking fine for going in the shop, where the maximum stay was 3 hours, but I was there for 1 hour and 27 minutes. Come from here, go to there, get my weekly shop. I was there for 1 hour and 27 minutes. That's their own evidence against me, but the maximum stay is 3 hours. They sent me a fine. What's that all about? I won't let it go. I don't forget things like that. Why do they do that? Why is it? But that's why the world is so flavourful. Because there's scams all over the place. People that all they want to do is get you. Unfortunately. So that is why, you know. But so now I'm just going to hang around. Probably going to go and have a look at some other little bits and bobs. But thanks for joining me, you lot. Much appreciate you all being here. A Rush Evo, Nostalgia Lane, whatever you want to call it. If you have one, got one, put it in the comments. I'd love to hear the stories about it. And maybe one day, when I've got a bit of free money, $3 sitting there that ain't really needed, I'll buy a brand new engine for that. A brand new one, because that's a second-hand engine that a subscriber sent me that I put in there to replace my original one that blew up. I'd like to be able to get a brand spanking new engine in it, and actually, just for fun obviously, there's no real reason, it's just fun. And put it back to being new, you know. And if I can get any parts for it, original parts, I can stock up on parts, and that means I can actually use it properly. Those rear tyres with the crosses on them, very, very, very rare. Very rare. You don't get them anymore because they've all worn out. They had a habit of, they wore out quick. They were soft compound, so you can't get them, and no one makes them new. But if I can get a little stock of parts, I'll actually bring that out and use it. The reason I don't bring it out and use it very often is because I'm worried I'm going to break it. And if I break it, I won't be able to repair it because there's no parts. But if I can get a stock of parts, like old stock parts or whatever, drive shafts, steering linkages, anything like that that might break, axles, things like that, then I ain't got to worry about it. I'll just go hell for leather. Happy days. Brand new engine, all the parts, that'll be the one. Rush Evo time. Anyway, see you later, you lot. I don't really want to stop talking, but I'm going to have to stop talking because otherwise this is just going to be a boring video and you'll probably go somewhere else, even though it's the end of the video. Treat people nice, treat people how you want to be treated, and we should all have a nice, happy life. Hopefully by the time you see me again, I'll have got rid of this cold. I've had this cold for a whole month, and it ain't fun. Cheerio.